Hi everyone, this is Sheila Peters and we're about to do a stretch body awareness class. Today let's start with our bodies in the diagonal. Our feet are right underneath our hips and we're going to just circle the shoulder forward, lift, back, and down. Try to create the biggest circle that we can possibly do. In that circle, it may increase as we continue on. Here's the fourth one, forward, lift, back, and down. Now fold your hand onto your shoulder and we have elbow going forward, lift it up, bring it to the back. Now let's add a little bit of a bent knee position so that your elbow can truly lead, and you may find that you are moving a little bit bigger circle here with that elbow with the addition of those bent knees. Lift and around, and we have one more. And you're following this elbow with the eyes open and down. Now extend the arm and repeat. Forward. And you can really get into that bent knee position so you arc back and then drop down, reaching forward, lift it up, all the way to the back and down. So we're using circles to help open up the body. Lift way up, arc back, allow the knees to help you. And last one, drop that head down, reach all the way up. Good. Arc it back and drop down. Now let's just hang, shake that head out. No. Shake the head, yes. Let's take that once more. Shake the head, no. And shake the head, yes. From here, bend the knees down. We're going to gently lift the hips up and straighten the legs. Heads drop. Bend. Breathe. Exhale. Stretch and lift. Two more. Bend, inhale, exhale, and stretch. And last time, bend, inhale, exhale, and stretch. Weight is forward, hanging from the hips. Bend the knees, rolling up through the spine, coming all the way to an upright position, feeling a stretch in the back of the neck. And upright. Now you're going to find that this side that we've just worked with feels a little looser than the other side. So let's take it to the other side. Feet are underneath the hips. And shoulder goes forward, up, back, and down. Coming forward, lift, back, and down. Now we have straight legs in this one, so we can really focus on that shoulder, opening up. Good. And last time, forward, lift it up. Back and down, folding the hand in, working with the elbow, push it forward, lift it up, reach it to the back and down. Let's add the bent knees so you can really push forward as far as you can, lift, bend back and down, and come forward, really opening up and back and down in many different places, coming forward. Following the elbow with the eyes to the back and down. Extend the arm. Really reach out with that arm. Seeing the fingertips. Bend and arc back and drop down. Reach forward. Lift it up. Arc it way back and down. And reach forward. Lifting it up. Bend the knees, arcing back, and we have our last one. Maybe you're draping the floor. Reach forward. Lift it up. Arc it back. Good. And down. Once again, let's drop our heads down. We're in a bent knee position. This time, let's just sort of swing our heads side to side like a pendulum. Nice and easy. Shimmy out the shoulders. And then shimmy out the hips a little bit. And feel if that helps you get into more of a bend at the hip flexors there. Breathe in. Exhale, push the hips up. Second time we've worked on those hamstrings. And bend, inhale. Exhale and straighten. Good, heads are loose. Bend, inhale. Exhale and straighten. Last time. And bend. Inhale, exhale, and straighten. Good. Bend the knees, roll up through the spine, getting into that neck, and stand upright. Good. Now let's go into a wider second parallel. We're going to take some curves to the side with different parts of our back. So just the head, our head, the top of our spine. Now we're going to curve the head over, circling, letting the arm drop. We're going to go all the way around in a circle with that head. Come to the front and come upright. Take it to the other side, just the head and the arm. Adding a little weight there, getting a little side body stretch there. Drop the arm down as the head circles down, around, going towards the other direction, all the way. Good. Come to the front and lift. Now we're going to work above the waist. So we're going to go over even farther. So we're working just above that waist position, involving this part of the side body. Feel that nice stretch. And now drop the head down. We're going to take those circles again, but it's above the waist. So we're working from one part of the spine to the next, all the way around. Good. Coming to the front. And then roll up. Take it to the other side. Reaching to the side above the waist. Feel that side body stretch increase there. And drop down. Curving around. All the way to the back. Around. Come to the front. And roll up. Now we're going to add a bent knee position here and go as far over as we can. So bend the knees. Reaching way over. Feel that whole side body from hip all the way up to the arm, getting that stretch, keeping the knees bent. We're going to circle and try and go from a lower part of the spine all the way around, opening up and allowing the body to really get a nice massage there. Drop front and roll up. Let's take it to the other side. Bend, reach over to the side, way out there. Nice and long position. Good. Drop it down, carry it around all the way to the back, carry it to the side, drop it to the front, and then roll up through the spine. Now we're going to take the whole thing to a rotated position, which is going to change your balance point here. Leg are turned down. And just the head, once again, just the head. And drop it down, circling. Maybe you can get into a little bit more of a stretch so you feel it in your neck, all the way around. Good. And come upright. Let's take it to the other side. Head, drop it down, circling, keeping the spine nice and straight so you can really emphasize the work on the neck and the head, and come upright. Above the waist, reaching over. So now we have the above the waist position, feeling that increased stretch there. Drop it down above the waist. We're taking that nice circle all the way around. Let the head be loose. Breathe, circling around, coming to the front, and roll up. Let's take it to the other side. We're reaching above the waist, way out there. Good. Drop it down, circling above the waist, breathing. Don't forget to breathe through everything that we do here today. And overhead is nice and loose. Drop it down and lift. We're going to take a bent knee position, stretch it over, and see if you can reach from the hip there, all the way over. And then drop it down, folding from the hips, all the way around. Breathe to the back. In this rotated position, you may have a little more of a balance challenge there. And roll up, straight legs. Let's take it to the other side. Bend, reach from the hip. Feel that stretch first. Drop it down. Breathe. Circling all the way around. Good. To the side. Drop it down to the front and then roll up. Excellent. Let's come back into a parallel, right underneath the position, your hips there, position, knees bent, and we're going to take side circles with this hip around. Now, the other hip is obviously getting some action too, but we're trying to really focus on that right hip, circling around to the outside. And all the way around, and come front. Now we're going to reverse it, going into the inside, around. Excellent. Push it in and around. Seeing how much you can get deeply into the muscles and tendons and ligaments on that right hip. Good. And around. Let's straighten up. Notice the difference from this hip to the other hip. Let's take it to the other side. Knees are bent. pushing out through the left, opening up. And obviously, we know that by moving one hip, we wind up moving the other, but the accent and the emphasis is on this left hip, around. Here's the final circle around, good. All the way, come front, and let's reverse that. So we're going in with this hip, and around. Excellent, in, around. See if you can open up places each time you go in a circle that haven't been opened up from the previous circles. And we have one more, all the way around, circle, and come to the front, and straighten up. Notice you might feel a little taller. Now we're going to take the same thing in a rotated out position. So again, the balance is different. Inside thigh is going to get a little bit of work. Let's put our hands on our hips, knees bent, and we're going to circle with that right hip to the outside. So you may find that by working this circle in this rotated position, you get a little work on the flexibility of the inside thighs. And there may be some other places that you weren't able to get into when we were in that parallel position. All the way around and come front. We're going to reverse that. Push and reverse it all the way around. And go in a circle. Here's your second one. And around. Third one. And I notice the inside thigh and the leg getting a stretch as I move this hip towards that right position all the way around. And come front. Now let's reverse that. So from here, we're going to go out and around. Good. And circling out and around. Good. Two more. Circling and around. And last one. Circle it out and around. Good. Let's come to the center and straighten up. Again, notice what feels different on this right side compared to the left side. Bend the knees, and we're going to go to the front, and we're going to the inside this first time. So we can stay stable around. Really stretching that. Here's our second one. All the way around. Left hip leads. And breathe. Third time around. Really stretching it out, noticing where you get an added stretch on this leg when you come around here and front, and let's reverse that, going way out, pushing it out and around. Excellent. Circling, second one, breathing, and around. Two more, push it out and around. Good. And coming to the front, you'll feel more stretch through here. And last one, all the way around. Excellent. And come to the front. Come back to neutral and straighten up. Let's shake that out. All of that work may have really made you feel like you're lengthening out in this part of your body here. Let's go into a fairly wide second parallel here. Make sure those feet go forward. We're going to roll down through the spine. So we're going to drop the head down, curve through above the waist position, curve through the back, and then into the hips, and allow the arms to come down and follow along your legs. You're folding from the hips there. If your knees are bent, that's fine. Let's shake that head out. And then we're going to roll that up, using our hands to help guide us up along our legs, all through that spine, coming up right. Let's take that 3 more times. Roll down, curve, feeling what's happening in that spine. Drape hands down, reach them out. Maybe you can get them a little farther forward, which will increase the stretch in the hamstring. Then bring them up, rolling in, holding onto your abdominals, trying to really increase the space between the vertebrae in your neck. 2 more. Roll down. If you need to have your knees bent as you do this, that's fine. Just make sure at the bottom of this stretch here, with the arms reaching even farther out, that you're folding from the crease in the front of the hip there. And then coming back up, engaging the abdominals, rolling up, and lift. Head's the last thing up. We have one more. Drop it down, slide, reach,
through that spine, rolling, and then out. Feel the crease in the hips. Bring the fingers a little bit farther forward so you're increasing the spinal length as well as the leg length in the back of the legs. And then come in, rolling up through the spine. Breathe. And come up, right. Excellent. We're going to go into our second position turned out. You notice the pattern here. And we're going to repeat the same thing. So let's roll down through the head, reaching up down through the body. It'll feel a little different. Arms are going out. Now let's reach our arms wide and let our weight come a little bit forward onto those hands, feeling the hamstring get a stretch there. And then we're going to walk our hands both over to the right leg. One arm is in front and one's behind, dropping the body over. If your knees are bent, that's fine. With lengthening through the side body and the spine, and also through that right leg. And then come back to the center, reaching the arms out, and now we're going to again roll up through the spine. Hands come up along the legs, lift, and come up. Right, we're going to repeat that. And then let our bodies go over to the left leg. So we're rolling down, stretching out, feeling that spine get some nice length. Reach the arms out. Feel that first stabilizing stretch to the center there. And then walk the hands over to the left. We're dropping our heads down. And hang. Shake out the shoulders. Maybe shake out the hips, even though you're trying to keep the hips facing front. Head relaxes and feel that nice extra stretch there on that left hamstring. And also through the side body on the right side. Come back to center, arms are out. And then come back into that roll up, lift, long spine, reach and come up. We're going to do one in each direction. Once again, so rolling down, slide the hands out. If you need to bend your knees at any point, you certainly can. Reach the arms out, feeling how the spine lengthens, how the legs lengthen. Walking back over to the right, one hand in front, one behind. Dropping the body down, increasing the stretch, not only in the hamstring, but on the left side body there. And hold it, shake the head out, shoulders out. Let's shake the hips a little bit and just hang for a moment, trying to deepen this stretch. Good. And then walk the hands to the center. Body is straight, directly in the center, and then bringing the hands in and rolling up through the spine. The spine should feel pretty fluid after doing this so many times. And we have one more. And let's take that. So rolling down, breathe, slide. Let the body go all the way down. Reach the arms out. Feel the fold in the hips. Maybe you can increase it by getting a little more leverage through those hips there. And then walking over to your left side, hand on either side of that leg, dropping the body down. Again, shake the head out, shake the shoulders out, shake the hips out, and see how far you can get down, increasing the stretch in the side, torso, spine area, and in the back of those legs on the left side. Good. Walk back to center, and let's roll up. Coming all the way up. Excellent. And straight. Good. Let's bring our legs together. Now our feet might be feeling like they're a little bit stuck. So let's do a little bit of work with those feet. So bring the feet all the way together. We're going to brush the toe forward. And we've got a pointed foot. And we're going to push through the ball of the foot and flex. And then go through the ball of the foot and point. So there's a little bit of a balance issue there too. Ball of the foot and flex. And push through and point. We have two more. Ball of the foot and flex. Good. Ball of the foot and point. Oops, I almost fell. And ball of the foot and stretch. And ball of the foot and point. Bring it in. Notice if that foot now feels less stuck. Let's take it to the other side. Our weight's on our standing leg, which is the one we just worked with, and we're brushing this left one out. And we have ball of the foot and flex. And ball of the foot and point. Good. Ball of the foot and flex. And ball of the foot and point. Two more. Ball of the foot and flex. Good. Ball of the foot and point.
and ball of the foot comes up, flex, whoops, and ball of foot, and point, and come in. See, you're not alone if that balance is a little bit tricky. Let's shake out there, and then we'll come out to an open position. And we're gonna just start lifting our heels up to, again, work with those feet. So our knees are down, we're just lifting the heel up and down. Other side, up and down. Lift it up and down, and lift. We have two more. Lift it up and down, and up and down. Good. Lift and down, and lift and down. Straighten up. We're going to add to that particular exercise by bending your knees, lifting the heel up. Now we're going to rotate the leg in, drop the knee down, and come up. Rotate the leg out, and heel down, and straighten. Bend, heel, rotate, bend down, come up, rotate out, heel down, and straighten. Bend, heel, rotate the hip, drop it down, come up, rotate out, heel down, and straighten. Bend, lift, rotate, bend down, straighten up, rotate out, heel down, and stretch. Keep going. Bend, lift, rotate, drop down, come up, rotate out, heel down, and straighten. Bend, lift, rotate, drop it down, come up, rotate out, heel down. We have one more set. Legs should be feeling like they're working, and hips, drop down, lift up, rotate out, heel down, and straighten. Bend, lift, rotate down, come up, rotate out, heel down, and straighten. Good. Let's shake those legs out. Let's work a little bit with our upper torso, chest area, taking some isolation. So we're going to go to the front, press those chest front, carry it to the side, going to the back, to the side, and again, front, side, back, side. Keep going. Circle front, side, back, side, and front, side, back, and side. Reverse it. To the front, side, back. Keep going. Front, ribs to the side, back. Two more, and front, side, back, and side. Last one, front, side, back, and side. Coming all the way to the front. Let's come back to a neutral position. Let's bend our knees. Keeping the core nice and strong. We're going to reach through the ribs over to the right and over to the left. Reaching as far out as you can. We're trying to keep our hips nice and stable. Good. And two more sets. And reach. Good. And out. And out. Come to center. Come up. Let's bring the arms up. We're going to twist the upper body. Bend the knees and drop our arms down. Lift the arms up. Come up, twist the other side, hips stay front, arms come down. So we're twisting in that spine. Lift, bend knees, and come down. And lift, up, twist, bend arms down, and lift. We have two more sets. Twist, bend, feel the shoulders, reaching to the back on that back arm. Twist, reach that shoulder back, and lift, and up. Once more. Twist, and curve with the arms. Lift up, straighten, and last one, twist and curve, and lift, and up. Keeping arms upright. Let's reach up and lift, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, single, triplet, 1, 2, 3. Let's repeat. Single, single, and triplet through the rib cage, and single, and single, and triplet. Good. To the diagonal. Single, single. Rib cage works. Out, out, out. And reach, reach, and triplet. Good. Repeat. Out, out, and 1, 2, 3, and out, out, and 1, 2. Let's go to the side. Single, and single, triplet, 1, 2, 3, and single, single, 1, 2, repeat, and out, out, and 1, 2, 3, and out, and out, and 1, 2, 3, good. Let's reach this arm up, drop it over, and come up. Now we're gonna bend our knees and bring the elbow in, and lift up, over, and reach. Maybe get a little farther over, up, and elbow in, curving to the other direction. 2 more, up, straight legs, way over, good, up, and in, and lift, up, and breathe, and lift, and bend. Let's take it to the other side, coming up right. So we're reaching over, long line, lengthen, come up, bend the elbow in as you curve the upper body to the side, lift up, straight legs here, and come up, bend, and in, and lift, up, over, good, lift, bend, in, and lift, up, and over, and lift, bend, and good. Coming up right, straighten up, shake out a little bit. You'll notice that you really feel like you utilized your rib cage. We're going to go into that wide position. Let's just take some bent knee positions, and your legs are very wide, wider than we've made them be so far in this class. Just bending the knees to feel the inside thighs, getting a little more stretch, and straighten. And bend, out, and straighten. And bending out, feeling the inside thigh, really lengthen and open. Knees go out over the toes, and lift. Now we're going to sweep our arms up as we go down, and as we come up, our arms are going in the opposite direction. And reach, arms up, and come up, right. Repeat, arms come up, swinging, and straight. And reach out, opening the inside thighs, and straighten. We have 2 more sets. Reach, press down as the arms go up, and straighten. Feel the inside thighs really stretching. Reach, and come up. Last one. And bend, reach, and come up right, and bend, reach, and come up right. Excellent. Putting the hands on the hips, we're going to twist our upper body, keeping the hip facing front, particularly this left one. And we're going to roll down through our spine. Again, there might be a bit of a balance challenge here. Rolling down through the spine like we did before to the front. But we're going over the right leg. Heads are down and legs are rotated out. You'll definitely feel a bit of a different stretch here than what we've done before. Heads loose, elbows, shoulders loose. We're going to bend the right knee, keeping this leg straight. Knee goes out over the toe, and then as we exhale, we're going to push that leg straight through the hip and try and lengthen a little bit more over that right leg. 3 more times. Bend. Inhale here. Exhale. And straighten. Where are you feeling this? There's multiple places you might be feeling this stretch. Make sure that head is loose. 2 more. Bend. Inhale. Exhale and straighten. Last time. Bend. Inhale. Exhale and straighten. We're going to roll up through the spine. Still holding on to the position of your legs right where they are. Rolling all the way up. And head comes up. Good. We're going to take that to the other side. Twisting the upper body here. Keeping the hips nice and still. We're going to roll down through the head. Over the left leg, trying to roll through that spine. We're on this diagonal position for your spine, so it's getting some stretches in the spine in different places than we've worked before. Now we feel that stretch in the left hamstring. Heads are loose. Shoulders are nice and loose. Making sure that your shoulders are not going out to your ears, lengthening through that leg. Now, if you need to have your knees slightly bent here in order to achieve this stretch, please feel fine, and that's a perfect way to do it. All right, here we go. Left knee bends down and straighten, lengthening through the spine, through the leg, pushing up with that hip. 3 more. And bend, inhale.
Exhale and straighten. Long spine, long leg. And third time, bend the knee. Exhale and straighten. And fourth time, bend. Inhale. Exhale and straighten. Letting the body lengthen. Should feel like you've gotten a little farther over, heads are loose. Rolling up through the spine, engaging the abdominals so that you can really work through that spine all the way up and come to an upright position and come center.
Let's bring our legs in and just shake out a little bit, shimmy through the hips, shimmy through the shoulders, shimmy through the head, and let's go back into that wide position. And we're going to add a variation to increase the hamstring stretch there. So backs are nice and tall, and we are curving and twisting our upper body to your right, rolling back down through that spine, all the way down. Remember, you can have your legs slightly bent if you need to, and we're going to just hang. Now this time, what we're going to do is lift the toe up into a flex position to increase the stretch along the hamstring. Deep breath in, exhale, lift the toe up. You're rocking slightly over to the left side with the hip, and you may find you get a stretch through the side of your left spine. And then drop the foot down and try and drape the body a little closer to the leg. Let's take that again. Breath in. Exhale, press hip out to the side as you lift that toe up. You're resting on the right heel there. Shake that head out, increasing, stretching in a number of different places. Foot comes down, drape the body down. Maybe you get a little closer to that leg. Third time, breath in. Exhale, push the hip out over to the left. You can adjust your arms if you need to. Toe comes up, really lengthening through many places. Foot down, release, drape over, and last time, deep breath in. Exhale, flex that foot up, pushing the hip out to the left and lengthening through the right leg. Good. Foot down. Allow the body to drape. How much farther over are you? And then let's roll up through the spine, one vertebra at a time, keeping the head dropped until the last moment when you let the head come up. Good. Come back to center. Notice the difference between the sides, and let's go to the other side. Twist. Rolling down. Legs are staying rotated out. Hips are staying facing front. We're rolling through the spine, dropping down, hanging, and feeling the crease in the front of the hip there. That's where we're folding from, increasing the stretch in the hamstring there. Deep breath in. Exhale as you lift the hip over to your right side and the toe comes up. Feeling that lengthen, increased lengthening that happens there. Foot down, drape, and allow everything to get easy. Breath in. Exhale, flex and push the hip out to the right as the toe comes up on the left. Good. Release the foot and drape over. 2 more times. Deep breath in. Exhale, flex. Breathe. Pushing the hip over, increasing the stretch in the left hamstring. Feeling whatever happens in your spine on that right side. Foot down, drape, hang. Notice how far down you've gotten, and let's take it one more time. Breath in. Exhale, push the hip out to the right as the left toe comes up to really lengthen through that stretch. Good. Foot down, release, let the body drape, and then we're going to engage the abdominals to roll up through the spine, all the way up. You may find that you get a little shaking in your body, coming up right, and come center. Good. Let's bring those legs together and just shimmy again. That was a good, nice stretch. Okay, let's find a nice way to get down to the floor. So you can come off the mat if you want to. And you might try just squatting down and seeing if you can get down. There, my knees all just crack. Or you find some alternative way to come down. Let's sit so that our feet are flat on the floor. Our divine flesh is out from underneath us. Backs are straight, hands are behind us. And we're going to just rotate. Let's bring those feet close together. Rotate out so Here we go into a deeper inside thigh stretch. And come upright. Let's take that again. And rotate out. And come up. And rotate out. Good. And come upright. And rotate out. And come upright. Excellent. Now we're going to take our left leg and open it to the side from here. And we're going to just drop the knee down. Not too much of a different exercise than we've done before in past classes, but in a different position. And come up. And now making this leg stay right where it is, you're going to open it out again. So we're working in that hip joint, dropping down. And come up. But also, as we push that leg out, we're feeling more of a stretch in the inside thigh. And come over. Good. And come up and out. Really stretch it out. And drop it down and over. And lift it up and open. Good. Let's stretch that leg out, sitting up tall. Reach the arms up. Now, I know we're in a strange position with that front leg being in a bent knee position. We've got a pointed toe. But we're going to try to reach out, trying to maintain as much of an upright position with this leg as you can. And we're going to drop over. You're not going to get that far. But you're going to find that you get a stretch in the lower back there. Heads are down. And shoulders are nice and loose. Let's take a deep breath in. Here we're going to flex out through the foot and try and fold a little bit more at the hip on the long leg. Heads are dropped. Push through the foot and point. Breath in. Exhale, flex and see if you can lower a little bit more. And push through and point. Heads are loose. And breathe in and then exhale and flex. Trying to lower even more. Push through and point. Last time, breath in. Flex up through that foot. As you exhale, you're dropping down and push through and point. Good. Walk yourself up, rolling up through the spine. Bring this leg forward and bring the other leg down. Now you're going to notice that you have a different feeling on the left leg than we do on the right. So let's change that. Make it feel that this leg is down more into the floor and you've got more length through the back there. Let's bring this leg up, left leg up, and now we're going to bring this leg up, open it out. Your body is shifting slightly to accommodate this position, and your hands are behind you, backs are straight. We're dropping this hip down, and this first time might feel pretty challenging. And lift up, and we're maintaining this anchor here as we open it out and open up into the inside thigh. Up and over. Breathe through any tenderness or challenge this is causing in that hip and that inside thigh. Coming up, we have two more. Drop it down. Good. Lift it up and open it out. Then come to center, and we have one more. Drop it down. Lift it up and open it out. And center. We're straightening this leg out, foot is pointed. This leg stays in our anchor position here. We're twisting our upper body. Now we're going to go from the top of the head, rolling through and reaching out. You may not get very far. Notice where you're feeling this stretch. Some of you may feel it more on the leg. Some of you may feel it more on your spine, lower spine area. This leg stays upright. Heads are loose. Shake them out. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to flex out through the foot. Try to lower the body a little bit more. And then push through the ball of foot and point. Breath in. Exhale. Flex that foot out. Watching where that knee is. It should be straight up to the ceiling. Lowering the body if you can. Push through the ball of foot and point. Two more. Breath in. Exhale. Flex out through the heel. Shoulders are loose. Shake them out. Push through and point. Last time. Breathe in. Exhale. Press out through that heel. See if you can lower your body even more. Good. Push through the foot and point. And then roll up through the spine. You can allow your hands to help roll you up. Excellent. Bring that leg forward and straighten the other leg out. And hopefully now you feel like both legs are pretty equal in terms of what's going on in their length and how far into the floor they are. Let's open the legs a little bit more, keeping the divine flesh out from underneath you. And let's just take some simple circles with the feet. So we're going around. Good. And working in those ankles. Excellent. We keep going. We really want to keep our ankles nice and flexible for our balance. Keeping the ankles nice and flexible too will help aid you in preventing any kind of injury. If you twist your ankle or you fall off some high shoes, let's take one more circle and around. And let's reverse that. So that as the ligaments and the muscles and the tendons in those feet stay nice and supple, because we're circling, you prevent yourself from having any kind of injury if you have a jarring drop from a curbside on a road or something like that. And around, keep breathing, backs are still straight, all the way around. Excellent. Good, let's take two more. And circle, breathe, and circle, and breathe. Good, shake the legs out. Okay, so let's go into the floor, and let's take a nice work through that spine there. Backs are straight, hands are underneath. We're going to curve the lower spine, engaging the abdominals, lengthening out through that spine as we go down, and then gradually stretching the legs out and reaching arms over the head. Let's take a flexed foot and hand, deep breath in. Flex the hands and the feet, and then push out through the heels of both the hands and the feet. And you get a little arc in that lower back, reaching and lengthening. Good, and release. Let's take that once more. Deep breath in. Exhale. Flex out through the heels of the hands and the feet, and really let that lower spine do a little arc there. Good, and then release. Good. Bring the arms back down. Let's rock the hips side to side. And then come back to a neutral position. Let's do a little foot drum there. And release. We're going to bring our front leg, go to the side, foot to the floor, knee to the ceiling, and reverse it to the other side. Over, foot to the floor, knee to the ceiling, and adjust that lower spine. So you're trying to lengthen that spine out. We're going to take some bridges now to really help that spine get some length there. So from here, deep breath in. Let's push the lower back into the floor as our tailbone is lifting off. We're going up, using the legs to help us go into each vertebra one at a time, coming all the way up as far as you can. We're trying to maintain a straight line. We're not arcing up. And so we're reaching our knees away from us, and our shoulders are helping to balance us. And we're really working through the legs and opening up that spine. From here, roll down. So we're going to curve the upper spine down and keep the hips lifted so that we can really push through that lower back, seeing if we can get one vertebra at a time onto the floor and really lengthening out through that lower spine. The abdominals are very nice and tight. And then release and let it go. Let's take that again. Deep breath in. As we exhale, we push the lower spine into the floor. The tailbone will start to lift. Our legs are going to help us roll up. Maybe you have more flexibility the second time through going into this bridge. And coming all the way up. Knees work away. We've got a flat line here, not a curved line. Feeling the knees go away. And we have a long spine there. And then again, deep breath in. Exhale, rolling down through the top of the spine, pushing through into that middle back, and then rolling down through that lower spine, keeping the tailbone lifted. Heads and shoulders are going to reflect this. We're trying to create space in that lower part of the spine there. And release. Good. Let's take it one more time. You may feel that your spine, just as you're in this resting position, feels a little bit longer. Deep breath in. Exhale, pressing the lower back into the floor, tailbone comes up, rolling up. Third time you might find that it feels much more comfortable. And allow the head, neck, and shoulders to reflect what's going on here as you come up into your bridge. Knees are going away. Really feel the length of the knees away, and you've got your counterbalance here on your shoulders and your head, and you've lengthened that spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, rolling down from the
upper spine, moving through the middle part of the spine, really trying to articulate, head, neck, and shoulders will move all the way down. And getting that lower back into the floor, tailbone still lifted, and then release and let it go. Good, let's let the legs go down and relax for a moment. And let's rock the hips side to side. And then come back and do that foot drop. Okie dokie. So now let's get our legs into a parallel position, feet are pointed, arms are slightly farther out. We're going to bring our front leg out to the side, grab and hold the inside of the thigh there, and lift it up. You can add a little more weight on the inside of the knee there with that hand. This hips is staying down, so you're getting an open stretch here. There are many places that you may feel that. Good. Drop it down, and let's slide, and let it go back into parallel position. Notice if this hip that we just worked on feels different than the other. Let's take it to the other side. So the back leg is rotating out. We're going to lift it up with the leg. This leg is your anchor. Your foot is still pointed. Bring your hand around so you're on the inside of that knee, and you've got this hip down. And just see if by putting some weight onto that knee, you get more of a stretch in the inside thigh there. Good. And then drop the leg down, coming down, and come back into your pointed parallel position. And notice what's happened in the hips there. Let's take a long hamstring stretch now. So we're going to draw that front leg in, bring the knee parallel into the chest, not in that rotated position. And then from here, grab a hold of the foot and lift and extend. Bottom leg is staying pointed and stretched. And bend that knee in, hugging the knee into the chest. Extend and reach. Both legs now are trying to aim to be in a straight position as far as you can go. If your legs are slightly bent, that's fine. And let's take that again. Both feet are pointed, hugging that knee in. Exhale. Reach and lengthen. Maybe you can get way out there. And let's take that one more time. Bend the knee in. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can unfold the lower part of the leg up and keep the upper part of your leg where it was so you really feel that hamstring stretch there. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to flex out through both heels, which will increase the stretch. Bottom foot as well as the top foot. Really breathing through and enjoying this position. Good. Point the foot. Bring the front leg into the chest. Slide the leg down and reach it out. Let's take it to the other side right away, bringing the back leg in. Remember, this leg is parallel, feet are pointed. Hugging that in. Grab and hold the foot or some part of the leg. Extend the lower leg up so you're increasing stretch. Breathe in. And then again, bend the knee in. Make sure this bottom leg here is staying as straight as you can get. And lift and extend. Reach. Each time you're trying to increase the range of motion. Take that again. Bend and inhale. Exhale, extend, reach. See how far up you can get that lower leg, how straight you can get it. And last time, bend, inhale. Exhale, lengthen and stretch. Way out there. And now we're going to take an increased stretch by flexing the feet, deep breath in. Exhale, flex out through the heels. Feel the heels reaching away from each other. Lengthening, increasing that hamstring stretch. Point the feet, bend the knee in, and let the leg come down. Beat the thighs out. We're going to take that stretch position and add a bottom roll. And so from here, our feet are still parallel, and we've got pointed feet. Bring that leg in, coming back into that stretch, that front leg. Extend it out, lengthen. It might feel like it's easier this time. Now the bottom leg is going to maintain a parallel position, and you're going to bring it up and stretch it out. Each time you stretch out and down, You can get a little more stretch on the top leg hamstring. Lift and reach it down. We have 2 more. Lift it up and stretch it and down. And last time, lift it up and stretch it and reach it down. Good. Fold the front leg in, stretch it down. Let's take it to the other side. This leg gets straight, feet are pointed, back leg comes in. We go into our stretch, establish that, see how far you can get. And now, front leg's coming up. It's in a parallel position. As it reaches out and down, you can pull the top leg a little bit closer to you to increase the hamstring stretch. We have 3 more. Lift it up and stretch it out and down. 2 more. Reach up, lengthen. Reach it out, control it, and down. And last time, lift it up, reach, and control it, and bring it down. Good. Folding the top leg in, stretch it out, and down. Again, let's rock the hips, just to ease out there. Good. From here, we're going to roll to the side, bend the knees, and roll ourselves to an upright position. Bring the legs together. Let's open them up into a second position. So wide position there for yourself. Again, you want to get the divine flesh out. We've done some stretching in the inside thighs, so you should feel pretty stable here. And we're going to go back into doing some more stretch so we increase this flexibility here. Hands in front of you, roll the head down, reaching out. With those arms, let the body go down and hang. Increasing the flex in the stretch in the inside thigh there. Let's flex out through the heels and push those heels away as you try to lower a little bit more into the floor. Hands might reach out more, heads are loose, making sure that head is really dropped. Let's point the feet so we're going through the ball of foot and point. Again, because your weight's moving forward, you may feel an increased stretch on the inside thigh there. And once more, flex and push out with the arms to increase that stretch, really feeling that nice inside thigh lengthening. Heels go away from each other, arms go out in front. And then slowly walk your hands in, rolling up through the spine and coming upright. Let's bring our legs together. We're going to go into sort of a split stretch for the inside thighs. So let's go back into this wide position. And we're going to go over to the right first. So our legs are rotated out, our feet are pointed. We're going to roll the left hip, helping yourself by lifting your body up and roll and coming down into a split. Now, if you need your knees bent or you need to modify somehow, please do. This first time you may not get into a full lengthen through both legs there. Feeling an increased stretch here, and then let's push the hip back and open. Let's take it to the other side, using the hands. So you're pushing up, twist, and come to your split on the other side. One side might feel better than the other side. Shoulders are down, backs are upright. And then coming back and open. And let's take it once more in each direction. Lift, roll the hip, come up, and maybe this time you can get more of a length through the legs, so you really feel a stretch there through the front hamstring and through this hip here. And let's roll ourselves down or walk ourselves down from the hips, and then the head will come down. And let's hold for a second. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Lengthen the body out more if you can along the legs, if you can get your arms going out. Now we're increasing the stretch in the hamstring of this front leg. And then roll yourself up. This time we're again working through that lower back, rolling out through the spine. Come to your upright position and rotate that hip out and open. Let's take it to the other side. Lift up, roll. Now we're rolling down from the spine as we go over from the lower back dropping down, walking the hands up, and our head's the last thing that is going down, and shoulders are relaxed. Let's take a nice deep breath in. As we exhale, try to lengthen out, feeling the stretch on that front leg, that hamstring area. And then again, we're pushing with our hands, we're rolling up through the lower spine to come to an upright position, get all the way up. And then roll the hip back and release. Good. Let's reach to the side. Bring the hand under and stretch. Lift the arm up and over, feet are pointed, under and stretch. Good. Coming up, around, lengthen and stretch. Let's do this last one with a flex foot. So flex the feet as the arms come up. Keep the heels in that flex position and reach. Maybe you can reach your fingers to your toes there. Both hips stay on the floor. Good. Drop the hand down, point the feet, roll yourself up, and let's take it to the other side. So we're rolling and sliding. Bring the hand under. Feel that lengthen. Lift the arm up and come through and see if you can lower a little bit more. Both hips are on the floor. Lengthen. And lift. Breathe. And lengthen. Good. Reach up. Circle that arm and lengthen. And now this last one, we're going to flex the foot. Lift the arm up. Circle it around. And this time, see if you can reach those hands to the toes there and touch, keeping the body twisted towards the front there. Feeling that long line that happens. Good. Point the foot, hand down, and roll up through the spine. Coming to an upright position. We're going to take in dance class, I would never let people do this, but it's a little bit more extra stretch for the inside thigh. So we're going to flex our feet, and we're going to put our hands forward, and we're going to let our legs roll to the front. So you can feel that extra stretch that's happening there in the inside of the thigh there. But we don't do this in a dance class. This is not a proper rotated position. But it does help you get into that little stretch in the inside thigh. Let's come up. Let's bring our hands behind us, and we're going to roll in the opposite direction. Our spine is a little curved, just to ease out there. And let's take that once more. Come up, over. Hands are supporting you. You're rolling. Maybe you can get a little farther over, feeling that inside upper thigh area, getting a good lengthening and opening up. And then come back up, let the legs rotate out, hands come behind. You have a little curve in your spine as you rotate the hips and the legs in the opposite direction. Good. And then come to an upright position. Let's relax the legs, bring the legs in. You'll really have felt that. And let's just wiggle the hips forward and back to help ease out of that extreme stretch there. Good. Backs are straight, feet are pointing. Let's reach the arms up. Coming up over the head, clasp the hands together, bring them to the chest. And give thanks to your body for helping you make it through this class and to open up. And hopefully when you get up, you feel like you've got increased vigor and length through your whole body. Please subscribe to my videos so that you will be amongst the first people to know when a new video has been uploaded onto YouTube. Thank you and enjoy.